Welcome back, Better Agents. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to craft email campaigns that can turn into new insurance policies.
You've got mail.
When you're writing emails to customers or prospects, you need to keep this in mind. The main goal of email is to get your reader to simply read the next line. That's it. That's all you need to do. From the subject line, from the salutation, from the first line to the call to action, your goal simply is to get them to keep reading. Now let's talk about what I call the 3 C's of email marketing. By implementing these 3 C's, they're just words that start with C, and I'm a big fan of alliteration, you can turn more prospects into customers, more customers into customers that buy more insurance from you. And down in the description below, I'm gonna put a couple templates for you to rip and replicate, copy and paste, whether you're using Better Agency or another automation software, or if you just want to put them on a Google Doc and store them and send them in one-off campaigns, you can certainly do that. So go down in the description, find the templates, find the email copy, and just save it any way that you want to, or come back to this video at any time and grab it. It's gonna be there for you. The first C is casual. Make sure when you're writing, it's casual. And this is a big mind block for a lot of agents, because I've had agents reply to stuff and they go, well, this doesn't seem very professional. That's the point. It's not supposed to be professional. It's supposed to be relational. And you can have both. And it's okay to say words like, hey, so-and-so, hey, John, hey, Salary. People will say, well, it doesn't say hello or hi. And what I respond back with is that how you talk in real life? Do you do that? Or when you're in casual conversation, do you say words like, hey, or something else? You say those words because it makes people feel comfortable. It brings the guard down.
Thank you for being a friend.
I always tell people with advertising, if it looks like an ad, it gets treated like an ad, and most ads get skipped or thrown away. It's okay to let your hair down a little bit and be a little bit more casual in the way that you write. No one's gonna judge you. No one's gonna open up your email and go, huh, well, they did not say greetings and salutations, so I'm skipping this email. Relax, just relax and be casual. Have a conversation with somebody.
Welcome to your relaxation time.
And if they judge you because you didn't use that salutation, or you didn't put the comma in the right spot, or you put a semicolon when you should have put a colon, if that's how they're judging you, I always wonder if that's the type of customer you want. The second C is to make it choppy. You're not writing a manifesto. You don't need to write a novel. Make it choppy. You can feel free to, in this casual conversation, to make the sentences more, chop. I don't know a better way to explain it. I know if you're watching this video, you get it. You know what I'm saying. Make it more choppy. You don't need to have this long, formal sentence or these paragraphs. When I always see people write emails and they've got like 10 sentences per paragraph, I go, oh my gosh, that is brutal. Who wants to read that? I don't want to read it. You didn't want to type it. So don't subject your reader to that. Simply make it very 1 or 2 sentences per paragraph if you do multiple paragraphs, and just make it very, very condensed. That's another C word, actually. This should be the 4 C's. Make it choppy. The third C is to make it concise. Nobody's interested in your life story. You don't need to set the stage with all this context in your email. Again, if you're being casual, you're being choppy, no one's reading a manifesto, they're not reading this long War and Peace novel. Make it concise. Get to the point.
Today, Junior?
That's all you need to do. Much like the style of this video, the first few seconds I'm having a little bit of fun, but I get right into it. And that's exactly how you should be thinking about when you're writing email campaigns or anything to people that maybe know you just a little bit or don't know you at all. You need to get to it. Now let's talk about some best practices that when you're writing emails, you need to make sure you abide by. The first one is don't put any images, pictures, videos, anything like that in your email. By putting photos or email signatures or other images in your email, not only does it not look real, doesn't look like a real email, but you run the risk of having your email hit the other person's spam folder. These email companies, Google, Outlook, they're flagging emails that come in. If they look like spam, they're protecting the user by not putting that in their inbox most of the time. So if you want to make sure you get around the spam blockers, don't put that stuff in the email. Just make it text only. And a lot of people say, well, Nick, I have this really cool email signature. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, you gotta sacrifice it. There's some sacred cows here, and the email signature's gotta be one. You just gotta chop its head off, it's gone. Do you want your emails delivered or not, or do you want to preserve your cool email signature? Get rid of it, go text only. The next thing is to make sure you're not putting any links in your email. You can hyperlink words, but don't put links in the email. Again, this is a great way for these email providers to block your email and throw it in spam. So the best thing to do is, if you really have a link you want people to go to, is to highlight the word and hyperlink it, which is available on any email platform or any email marketing platform that you want to use. Just hyperlink the text and send it out that way. The next best practice is to make sure your email looks real. Don't make it look like it was something that you sent out in automation to 10,000 people. Make it feel like it was something that you just sat down and wrote individually to the person reading it. If you don't do that, if you make it feel like it was automation, or if you make it feel like it's designed with a lot of pictures and stuff and it looks like a website, that's a surefire way to make sure that, number one, it probably doesn't get delivered, but number two, it gets skipped. And again, the whole point of your email is to get somebody to read the next line. That's the goal of each line that you write. And so if it feels automated, if it doesn't feel real, people aren't gonna make a real connection to it. And if they don't feel a real connection to it, if they just feel like you're spraying and praying, well, that's gonna be tough sledding for you. And last but certainly not least, you need to make your subject line attractive.
Hey everyone! Come and see how good I look!
Make it something that drives curiosity, that's intriguing. Make it something that people actually want to click on. And if you're watching this video and you're saying to yourself, Nick, I don't want to use clickbait to get people to open my emails, I want you to change your perspective. It's not clickbait, but think of it more in the lines of, we want to make it click worthy. We want to put something in their inbox that makes it worthy enough that somebody wants to click on it. If you just write your subject line that just says, home insurance discount for you, and it's like, for you, that's not something that people will find attractive. They'll think it's spam, they'll think it's junk. Don't do that. Make it personable. Make it something that, in the effect of, hey, we just saved your neighbor 30% on their home insurance and I wanted to reach out to you as well. That's something that it can be more intriguing. I'm not saying that's what you write, but that's something that gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. A lot of people will go to, there's lots of apps online that you can go and you can figure out what the best subject line is. There's a lot of subject line generators. You can take advantage of any of them. There's a lot of free resources. Perhaps one of my favorite resources for writing email copy or email campaigns is a website. It's a free resource. It's called Ask Hemingway. I'm going to link to it down in the description, and I'm going to show you here on the screen how it works. You can write out things. That's going to tell you at what reading level this email copy is. It's going to tell you if it's too complex. It's going to tell you to omit words or change words. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, and insurance can be somewhat of a tricky topic, but you need to make sure that you're writing at a reading level that doesn't make you feel like you're smart or that you're a genius, but you need to write at a level where people can understand it, where people can connect with it. And a lot of times, I hate to say it, but that's about a 4th or 5th grade reading level. Keep it very simple, keep it very basic. Don't try to impress people with your smart words, but just make sure you're making real human connection. Every single Monday, we're dropping new video content here on the Better Agency YouTube channel, so make sure you're subscribed. If there's anything you want me to cover that's gonna help you have more agency success, whether it be marketing, sales, leadership, hiring, training, then comment down below. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll do my very best to make the content that's going to help you answer the questions and have a better agency. We'll see you next week.